Hey, Don Copeland here with the Compress IUV 1200S. We're bringing out the big guns today, simply because this is just a little bit bigger than the 600. So we wanted to show off the big machine anyway, because a lot of people ask about it. This is a great application. When you look at this clear piece like right here, guess what? That's the 600S. That's basically the print area of the 600S, so it gives you an idea of that as well. Today's application is kind of cool. We're actually printing on a Lexan-type material. Not sure if this is actually brand name Lexan, but something like that. And we're going to do a back print on it in reverse without any white. And what we're going to do is it's going to go into this really cool frame we have here. Once we get printing, I'll show you the frame. But it's basically an LED backlit type of frame that's permanent. You could actually mount up to a wall and has real quick release at the front. And you can actually put this into it. You could use this for a lot of applications. As we've been talking through it, literally, they just keep growing and growing and growing. The one we're going to show you is a menu application. So if you had a restaurant, you could have it. You could change out from your breakfast to your lunch to your dinner menu. You could have the special of the day up there, happy hour, whatever it was, without having to go through a lot of change and whatnot. And you could just literally slip this piece of plastic in. A piece of Lexan like this you can buy for $3 or $4, right? There's a couple dollars where the ink's going to go on it. You don't have to worry about it. You just quickly change it out. Just keep a folder to put those in and put them up. Another application, if you were looking for directional signage, if you have a hotel, a lot of hotels, they have these meeting rooms and they want to designate what's going on in the meeting room. Same thing happens at trade shows when you go to a trade show where they might have this class in here at 1 o'clock, a different class at 3 o'clock, and you want it to look really professional. You print these up, pop them right in there. It looks like permanent signage. It's amazing quality. So we're going to print on this material, going to load it into the backlight. Like I said, this is not really so much worried about speed, but this is just another application where you can use it as opposed to some other ways, and we'll go into those as soon as we get this loaded up and printing. All right, so we got the printer printing now. So we talked a couple of things, different ideas about how you would go about doing this other than this. Probably the most common method people would use would use an eco-solvent printer, right? And then what they would have to do is they would have to print the image in reverse on clear vinyl, and then they would have to adhere it to the material. I can tell you this, having done sign applications, trying to adhere vinyl to a flexible substrate like this is like one step past a nightmare, right? As soon as you stick, it's going to want to pull the material up. It's a real battle. I know you can do some wet application of it, but it's not fun and it's not easy to do. This is very simple, straightforward. You put it on here, you apply, and heaven forbid you get it on crooked or skewed on the other. You are not getting that off. You're just throwing that piece of Lexan out. All right. On top of that, as we've shown in a lot of other applications with signage, whether it's metal signage or Coro or sign foam, it's still cheaper to do it this way, even when you don't weigh in on the actual materials themselves, the labor itself, right? Let's forget about the labor. Clear vinyl that's printable by a eco-solvent type of printer. It's going to cost a couple bucks, $3 or so to do this on top of the ink cost. The ink costs are going to be very similar. To get the same net results, we're going to lay down pretty close to the same amount of ink, and the inks are in a similar type of price range per liter. So it's very likely that to do this with an eco-sol, not including the labor to mount, you're very, very likely going to be in the $6 to $7 range just for the print. Whereas this print, I think when we looked at it, was around $2.40 for the ink on this. So it's a pretty heavy density. We went heavier density on this print because there's no white behind it. And it's a very, very white that we're actually projecting through it. So we actually went up and we increased the intensity on our image probably about 150% to give us a little bit more density, because we were going to do some of that was going to get washed with the white backlight from behind it. So I said I'd tell you guys a little bit about what we're going to use this with. I'm going to grab it right here and show you. And then we'll show you at the end as well. This is actually the frame that we're going to use. All right. It's pretty cool. You see these flap open. All right. And this is actually, I may blind you here, it's actually a white backlight. All right. But this is what we're going to use it for. You can mount this to the wall. Great application. But this is just another application that you can use. Like I said, it's endless. Your customers you're already doing business with who need high quality, variable signs, right? Mount this to the wall, and then what you do is just as certain things, specialties come up, they can just take these and have you print these up for them. They make a one-time purchase of the frame, and they're just buying artwork from it. They may change with the seasons. A lot of restaurants nowadays, they don't run the same menu for the whole year, right? Especially these nice bistros, you know, the more upscale type of restaurants. They have a menu maybe for a season at a time, a couple months at a time, while certain things are in season and whatnot. And they can change out that menu board and it looks just as good, brand new, backlighted, top notch. So they're just, I can't even begin to, as we were running through this, it's just crazy, the applications. But here's something that we've been wanting to do for a while we're letting this print. There are a lot of applications out there that you guys have, right? And we haven't even reached out to you other than doing these. Occasionally somebody will say, hey, you did a guitar this or a guitar that, or you did something to go with this instrument. How about this instrument? Like somebody asked us about drum faces. We're actually looking into drum faces. But you got to have an application. If you're looking at this and you've got something you're wondering, can it be done with UV? Contact us, all right? You can go through our Facebook page. You can go up to our website, contact us, and let us know what you'd like to see printed. And even if you aren't looking to buy a printer, we'll show you that it can be done. We'll direct you to one of our customers who has the machine, show them how we did it, and I think everybody wins. You find a source for getting it done, or you find a solution to how to get your job done, and other people see a great way to try and use these machines outside the box. So, this is kind of the fun part. We've got to break it loose from here. By the way, if you have one of these printers and you have an item that's really stuck, pick up the mat and break it. That helps to break that seal a little bit on these. Get this off of here. It's kind of funny, you know, you do these things and sometimes we buy artwork, right? This is a nice piece of clip art we bought online that really looked cool and it had the right dimensions. And I look at it and we didn't change any prices. Everything's $0. All right, so this is our clear that we've printed, all right, and it's back printed. You see I got even a little bit of ink hanging around the edge. I'm going to wipe that off, and we're going to go ahead and grab the box and put it up here. I'm going to mount it for you here in a second. In here, and actually it's pretty cool. You see these just flap open. You see how easy it would be to change out menus, whatever. Pop it in, and then hit it with the backlight. Wow, does that pop? As you can see, we've done it on the back side of this material, which is twofold. It gives us a different appeal. It gives you a really good gloss to the front, but secondarily, you vandal-proof it, right? Because it's actually on the back. You don't. If somebody writes on it, it's right on the front. You can wipe that away. All right. So here's just another great application of using your UV printer to just get fantastic prints. About $2.40 worth of ink. And then the framing system, like I said, you buy that one time, sell it to your customers, and you might even want to just pass it through to them for $20, $30 profit, as long as they, you know, say, hey, I'm going to buy 12 signs from you, and you pre-price the signs out at like $50 a piece for them to drop into there. $2.50 worth of ink on this, about $180 delivered for the whole frame. So you have, say, $183 into this, and this is a $250, $300 sign all day long, right? And then you're hitting your customer at $30 to $50 a piece for these, where you're starting to make $25 to $30 a shot on these easily, maybe $50 depending on how customized they are. There's a great application, but we're looking for great applications, like I said a little bit earlier, and wanted to give you guys an opportunity to get involved with these videos that we're doing. Maybe we can help you solve a problem you've got, and we can give other people an idea of some really great ideas of how we can apply these printers. So if you've got something that you want to see printed on, something we haven't done before, whether it's something to do with the data, you know, variable data type applications, whether it's a certain material, a certain product, certain shape type of product, please contact us. We'd love to be able to show it being done here. If you're looking for a printer, maybe we found a solution for you how to solve your problem. And if you're just looking for the solution, then we can hook you up with one of our customers who already has the machine, give them some business, and get your job taken care of for you as well. So what I'd like you to do, if you're really interested in something like that, you have a great application, email me, Don Copeland, that's D Copeland, C-O-P-E-L-A-N-D, at coldesi.com, C-O-L-D-E-S-I.com. I think we're going to put my email address across the bottom here, so if you want to, shoot me an email, ask me if it's something we've done, if it's something I think we can do. Let's start a conversation. Let's see about getting some really exciting things here for our videos coming forward. Once again, this is Don Copeland with the Compress IUV, the big boy this week, the 1200S, showing you how to print a backlit sign using the printer with a Lexan type of material. We look forward to seeing you again.